What is up, everybody? This is Waterforce Gaming here, and today I'm giving you a guide. Today we are going to be talking about the best mining setup in Gold Rush the game. Okay, so here is how this is going to work. I'm going to show you the equipment, I'm going to show you the dirt moving strategy, the efficiency, and the price. So starting off, we have our wash plant. We have a conveyor belt container and a conveyor belt. These are very essential because we use the dump truck for moving pay, since this isn't very expensive. We use the regular shaker. There are three types: the Glacier Creek, the regular shaker, and then I'm pretty sure it's the D-Rocker. All three basically serve the same purpose. The only difference between them is the process. That's the word I'm looking for. Process pay dirt. And since you use the dump truck, since you dig it out, you dump it, and then you go back and you dig again, the feed rate isn't a problem. You're going to want to have sluice boxes. You're going to want this sluice box and this sluice box. How this works is if you don't, after this update, if you don't have these grills in here, I highly suggest that you do, because you can use them with your small shovel, and these catch the big nuggets of the really large pieces of gold. You have this loose box, which just basically everything that goes on the D-Rock or on the shaker that doesn't get basically rolls down and out. Rolls into the trommel. Now the trommel, this is the Frankenstein Machinery DLC version. You might not have that. You might not have paid for that. If you didn't, it's fine. The standard trommel works, the original game trommel. Only difference is size and processing speed of pay dirt. But as we've established, because you're using a dump truck, that doesn't matter. We have down here 2 gravel pumps. Gravel pumps take 1 bucket each. Now, the way this works is you have your gravel pumps. There's 3 different types of things you can put down here. You can put gravel pumps, which is what we have here, which is the best. Duplex jigs, which are the worst that you can have. And then the middleman is going to be the planter. The planter takes only 1 bucket apiece, same as this. Produces half the amount. Here we're going to have 2 sluice boxes with mats. You can put mats in these sort of fill things if you want. Doesn't matter. That is all personal preference if you want them there or not. So when you're going to clean, you're going to take the grill out. You're going to take these mats and you're going to put them in this thing called the gold nuggetator. So you're going to put these a spot for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 mat spots. Right? We're going to take the 6 mat spots. Here we go. So we're going to place this back. After you've dumped those, you will turn it on with this little button back here. Right there. And that will turn it on. It will shake and wash the mats. We'll go down in this little bucket. You put the bucket through the wavetable or pan it. Same with these 2 buckets. And also take the hog pan mats and you do the same with them. And then you have it. You want to make sure you have these hog pans, because without them you will lose finer gold. I have honestly, you can have the ability to run the dirt through here to have a cleanup for 250 ounces and lose 50 ounces just because you didn't have this. That's how much fine gold you can lose. So water sources. Water sources, we have a water source here from the river, goes to the water pump. The water pump goes through the container for the conveyor belt, and this is one hose all, that fits and supplies water to the shaker. Then we have this electrical water pump over here. By the way, that is also electric, that delivers water to the wavetable, and also all the way down there to the gold nuggetator. So most people are probably looking at this and they're thinking, where's your magnetite separator? Now, I have already done, because the only thing you need magnetite for is for upgrading, like, you know, I don't know, the things at the blacksmith or whatever, the upgrade levels, which I have already unlocked because I had a magnetite separator when I did Old Arnold. So I've already completed that. So I don't need it here. It's the same thing, I run through a bucket with magnetite separator, the same thing as running a bucket. You're all going to get the same gold. It ain't going to change nothing. It's just taking some of the material out. My god, 5 seconds in the wavetable. Yeah, that makes a big difference. For 10 seconds of it running through the magnetite separator. Not worth it in my opinion. Alright, so moving pay dirt is a little bit, it's probably the most basic thing. So actually I will give you an actual example. We will go through, I'll fire up the wash plant and I'll run a dump through and kind of show you what's up. So yeah, everything seems to be alright. Here we are. So we have the excavator. In the beginning, if you're probably looking at this setup, you're probably going to have enough money for the drill to test the gold mining drill to test the ground. But if you don't, that is perfectly fine. Dig a couple holes like this, like a little bit smaller, but dig a couple holes like this around your gold mine. You'll find, and then basically do a cleanup at every hole. Dig enough for a cleanup at every hole. Dig deep and dig wide. Find, add up and subtract, estimate the best places for the gold, and then go to the best places and mine those. That is going to be how you find the best place to mine gold if you don't have the drilling machine. If you do have the drilling machine, go through, drill every other section, and you will find the best gold spots, and then you just go around from the best ones and just mine it. It just makes the job a little bit simpler at the cost of over 100 grand. So basically, what you're going to do is this is very basic. All you do is you just take the excavator, you're just filling up the dump truck with pay dirt. So how this works is you have one dump truck, like one dump of the bed into the wash plant, puts 6% on the mats and the hog pen mats, and it puts 90% on the gravel pumps / duplex jigs. Basically, those are always going to be 10% short of your mats, whatever it is. It's just the way it works. They're just always going to be shorter, like, when it comes to the amount of them. I don't know why. They probably need to fix that, but that's just how it is. So anytime you have 100% on your mats, it's only going to be probably a good maybe 90% on your G-Plex. Could be 95. I've seen 95 before. Just depends on how much dirt you've ran. Alright, so you're going to take this nice dump truck of pay dirt. You're going to back up this container, you're going to dump it. I'm going to go ahead and take this back. Alright, as I was saying, you have the duplex jigs and everything. As you can see, the duplex jigs are 52, where the mats are 57. You can just tell they're kind of behind, you know. That's how it works. The shaker is going to be a little bit slower. See, it's 33% full, but since it is the dump truck, so you dump it and then you go back to dig again, so you never have to worry about feed rate. The shaker will always keep up. That is why I have it for this setup, because you'll never run into a point to where you're full of pay dirt and it can't process. And disable. So I'm not going to go through a cleanup process because I'm pretty sure you probably know how to do that if you're looking for the best setup. Pretty much it. This is my setup. This is why I run this, how I do it. It is all good. This setup has worked very well for a long time. It's always my go-to setup. Let's talk numbers. So basically, if you're going to do the excavator, dump truck, basic shaker setup, hoses, stuff, you're probably going to be looking at an average starting cost of about $600,000. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that that's a lot, and that is a lot. Don't get me wrong. But the return investment in just like 2 good cleanups, like if you get on the gold, like you get on the money and on your site, 2 cleanups, you easily make that back with $100,000 profit. Then you can start buying stuff like the drill and then getting actually a lot more precise with what kind of gold you got. Maybe get the Frankensteins and set them up if you have the DLC. If you don't, it's all good. You can always use the wheel loader, other stuff like that. This has been my guide for what I think is the best setup. It's not too expensive. I mean, it's pretty expensive, but it's decent. It's good for a decent medium-sized mine. For someone who's wanting to go big, but not wanting to go like extreme. So yeah, this has been my mining setup. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. Comment if you have a question, if you need a substitution, or if you think I should do something else. Leave me a comment. I will be free. I read all comments. I thank you for your time, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.